feel good workout. Today it's a 30-minute full body workout going through my whole feel good fitness prescription. That is breath work, mobility, balance, strength training, of course, cardio and stretch. And I have an amazing Zoom community as well that I can see live with me on screen. So hi to everyone. This is a workout for all ages and abilities. My amazing mother-in-law will be joining me shortly to demonstrate everything seated and low impact. And let's make a start. Today is just 30 minutes because I have to rush off to Oxford for a big smart aging summit where I'll be speaking tomorrow. So I didn't want to miss today's session. Let's have a good one. Take a seat first. We're going to center ourselves. I definitely need to do that. If you've just seen on Instagram, I've just posted a very emotional post about dropping my youngest son off to school for the last official school day. And now it's his A-level. So I was feeling quite emotional after all these years of school run. So I definitely need this breathing, this mindful minute. We're going to try a new breath today, but I want you to do as much as you can. We're going to try and breathe in for 4, hold for up to 7. It's a little bit longer than we usually do. And then breathe out for up to 8. But just do whatever you can, even if it's just deep breathing for this mindful minute. I'll guide you through. Close your eyes, center yourself, try and breathe in through your nose, exhale through your nose or your mouth. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now just resume your normal breath. Just see how you feel. Was that a little bit difficult? It's a different breath. We do different breathing snacks every week. So go back to other workouts. Keep your eyes closed. Try and resume a nice slow breath. Rub your hands together. Place them over your closed eyes. Take a positive inhale. Exhale. Just keep the hands there, but open the eyes. Let a little bit of light in. Bring a smile to your beautiful faces for me. Breathe in and exhale. Let's release away. Amazing work. So we're going to start moving. If you can, I would love you to stand up. If you're not able to stand, then please stay seated and mummy will actually come in and demonstrate everything seated. We're going to get our steps in and we're going to just start warming up the body. So it's just some movements with your feet. If you can, step away and add the arms in. We're just circling the arms. Here comes mummy. Brilliant. And then coming forwards as well, circling those arms, reaching round, try and get that lovely mobility. We're warming up all the joints and the muscles. These are little exercises you can use as exercise snacks through your day just to keep lubricating your joints. Pranam, how are you? Good morning. And then let's add some head circles in. So just circling the head round twice, as big as you can. And then take your time. Really enjoy this other direction, changing movement, coordination to keep our brains fit as well. Hands on shoulders. This time, let's open out, circle out. Big circles with your elbows. Connect with your breath that we did at the beginning. And then let's change direction. Throughout the workout, think about engaging your core. That means your belly button. Imagine it's being sucked in towards your spine. Think about your pelvic floor, or a little reminder to do those pelvic floor exercises twice a day. After this workout, tie it into an existing habit, like when you're driving or in the shower. So you make sure you do those important exercises. Mummy, if you want to stand up or stay seated, we're going to just circle out the hips, but I'll give you a seated option because these workouts are for all ages and abilities. So if you can't stand for whatever reason, even if you're doing this working from home behind your computer, have a bit of space, you can circle out your torso. And mummy, try and really circle out the hips. So you're opening out. We're trying to draw big circles. That's it. Does it feel okay? Yeah, other direction. She looks so cute. Very good. Have a bit of fun with this. This is supposed to make us feel good. So I hope it's bringing a smile to your lovely faces and relax. We're just going to do a little bit of our hand circles, just our wrists. Sometimes we neglect these. You might be typing away, you might be making chapatis, or you might be washing up, just circling out your wrists, giving your wrists some mobility. I've been doing a lot of these because I'm playing paddle tennis a lot as well. And then if you can, so mum, you can sit down or stand with a bit of support because we don't want anyone falling over. You can just do one ankle at a time. Let's try and circle out. Good. And then change direction. So have a bit of support or try a bit of balance work, which we'll be doing in a minute as part of my Feel Good Fitness prescription. And the other way. Let's circle out. Lovely. Breathe. Try and keep your body nice and upright, your back straight. Big smiles. Change direction. Lovely work. And then the last little one we're going to do is you can add it in with a bit of balance, mummy. So if you stand up, make sure you've got a fixed object, a wall or a table or something to hold on to. We're going to do hip circles. So if you are balancing, hold on either your hand, maybe just your fingers. If you're seated, you're going to just circle out one leg. Let me go same leg as you. Try and keep everything still, especially if you're standing. Try not to wobble around. Really isolate this hip joint. We want to keep our hips lovely and supple and mobile. Let's change direction again. Coming forwards, can you feel that? So even seated, it's a nice release. If you're watching TV, if you're sitting for longer than 30 minutes, think about adding in these simple mobility snacks into your day. Your hips will thank you. How are you doing? Good. They could be small circles. They could be a little bit bigger. Try and keep everything steady. That's really good, mummy. You're nice and straight and upright. And the other leg. Let's change direction. Sorry, other way round. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely work. We're going to add in our heel raises. So mummy, stay standing. You could do them seated, so up and down with the heels just to warm up the soleus muscle, the important muscle I always say is like your second heart. More and more research showing how this can help balance your blood sugar levels after meals. Good, mummy, you're going nice and high. She's actually adding a hold in, I saw. And down, have support. You could hold on to your chair and do it. Or you could even try, this is a bit trickier, mummy. You can hold on to something and you could do a single leg up and down. That's a new little challenge today. So try that one. And we could do the same with one leg out and a little heel raise. So you've got leg extension and a heel raise on the seated option. Can we go for 5 more? So keep that leg up, mummy. Just keep that leg bent. Yep, that one. And now just go up and down on the left leg. Can you do that? So you're going up and down with one leg bent. That's the one. Good. This is quite tricky, everyone. Anyone trying this? Keep it interactive on YouTube and Zoom. Maybe the other side. So this is a little bit of balance. Obviously, please have support. You could do this when you're brushing your teeth. If you've been balancing on one leg, like I always say when you brush your teeth, this could be a little new addition to try and practice. I've been trying to practice these. They're really tough, yeah? Good. Did anyone do that? Let me know in the comments. Thumbs up on Zoom, super work. Let's just do a quick balanced snack. So I want you to think about, we always say 10 seconds with your eyes shut. One of the things I'm going to be doing in my talk in Oxford tomorrow is doing the balance test, but I'm going to get people to try and do some with their eyes closed as well, just as a challenge. But 10 seconds with your eyes open is one of the best predictors of longevity to reduce your risk of a premature death in the next decade. But let's try. You don't have to do tree pose. You could hold on. If you can't stand, you're going to just hold out a leg, still getting leg strength in your leg. So do you want to try a few seconds with your eyes closed, but have the support near you? So keep your hand ready, mummy, because I don't want you to fall. This is to reduce your risks of falls. If anyone wants to try, I'm going to try 10 seconds with my eyes shut. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, woo, 7. Have support. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's hard, right? I was trying to concentrate. Did you do 2 seconds? Yeah, that's good. So 2 seconds could be the baseline. I do this when I'm in doing my full mobility before my strength training, especially. I sometimes hug my knee in and it keeps me quite steady. I'm going to try the other side with this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I can't do it when I'm talking. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't usually show that, especially because I have people in their 70s, 80s, 90s, even a 100-year-old has joined these workouts. But when you're brushing your teeth and you've got your sink there, you could try to close your eyes. When you're in the kitchen and you're by the sink as well, washing up, you could add maybe wash up with one leg. Yeah, I'm just giving you ideas of what you could do to exercise, snack, and keep this balance to reduce our risks of falls. It's very important. When you do have a slip, if you did have to move suddenly, mummy, like you have had to, you could try and you're going to keep your balance. So sometimes I do get people to move a little bit, different direction. You could try and balance normally and just look head left to right. Mummy, do you want to try this one quickly? So we're just balancing on one leg and you're turning your head. Have support though. Even if you turn your head, this is a difficult one. Can anyone do this? Good. I'm giving you lots of options today as little ideas to things to try. Maybe not with your eyes shut, but maybe just looking over. It's difficult, right? It's your proprioception. This is really important life skill. Let's get our steps in now. Let's get the heart rate up. Now, different choices here. Seated option. Good. You could hold some tin cans, mummy. I can see some of my amazing Zoom participants, like Vinu Uncle. He's already holding his dumbbells. If you have no osteoporosis, no osteoarthritis, or any bone issues, you could add some stomps in here. This is going to stimulate your bones because I'm looking after my bones, especially through menopause. I want to try and increase my bone density, and impact is one of the best ways to do that. So I'm going to keep stomping, but if you don't want to add that impact because you have bone issues, just getting your steps in. Let's go a little bit faster for the last 10 seconds. I want you to count down with me. That's great for the brain if you're moving and counting. 10, 9, good, 8, 7, keep going, everyone. 6, you're in a race now. 5, 4, faster, faster. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So we did about 20 seconds there. How does it feel? Do you feel a bit warmer? Through this workout, I give you time to rest, but you can keep getting your steps in from indoors. You know, I want you to move after every meal. I explain all of the science, and everything I talk about is backed by science. I've written it up in my book. Very easy to use. But if you can't get outside and see the lovely nature, you can use your stairs, or you could just get up off the sofa and sprinkle in a 1-minute stepping snack. That would be amazing. Imagine if you could do that every hour. Just do a minute, mummy, from home. So lift your feet a little bit as if you're walking, because you're tapping a little bit. Can you lift them higher? Good. Can you actually pretend you're walking, maybe stomping through, and relax? Good. I'm just trying to get about 30 to 45 seconds there. Breathe, let your heart rate come down. We're going to do the same with some other cardio moves. We're going to do some star jumps. Today's standing option, I want you to step and together and step and together. So this is a little bit different. We're going to be moving rather than we normally go like this. Yeah, single leg or the full jump, which I'm just saying if you wanted to add impact, but let's do the stepping version. And even when you're seated, we can step together and step and back. You could try or just do single leg. So good. Let's try and step left to right and see if we can add in a little movement here. So side to side, because I want you to have a little bit of different movement, lateral movement. This is great because you are moving with different planes of movement here, just side to side, giving yourself a clap so you're getting the full range of movement with your arms. Well done, mummy. We're coordinating. Really good. We haven't done this one before, so you're doing very well. Really good. Let's go for the last 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Relax there. Shake it out. And now let's add in a little bit of boxing. So I want you to grab some light weights, tin cans, plastic bottles. You know, I try and make these workouts as accessible as possible. If you haven't got weights, you just want to use your hands. We're going to go for about 20 seconds and we're going to punch out as fast as we can. Use your feet if you want to get those steps in. And let's just keep punching out our worries, our tension, any stress, any emotions. Let's go for the last 10 seconds. Can you count down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, punch, 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 5, 4, you're fighters, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. How are we feeling? The heart rate should be up. Those are 3 or 4 little ideas that you could do to sprinkle in through your day. Let's add in a little bit of tapping while we're just bringing that heart rate down. Because what I want to do today is one of the tests that I'm going to be doing on stage with a couple of hundred people tomorrow at the Oxford Smart Aging Summit. It's all about longevity. And I want us to do a little 30-second sit to stand test. I'm going to do the calculations and put the numbers in the comments on my YouTube description once this video goes out. So look in those comments, but around over the age of 60 to 70, if I remember offhand, you want to aim for about 12 to 14 sit and stands in 30 seconds. It's quite hard. This is just one of the tests that we want to use as a baseline today, and then you can build up to those targets. It doesn't mean you have to hit them, but it's also a good indicator of your leg strength. Now, the seated version, if you can't stand, let's all warm up first, because before you go straight in, we're just doing body weight ones, no weights. I will put a timer on. The seated option, which I want everyone to warm up with, is your leg extension. You can hold here. You could try and do as many leg extensions as you want, or you could just take it easy because it's slightly different to sitting and standing. The sit and stand option, obviously, is to have your chair as support. Make sure your knees go out in line with your toes, because as you do these quickly, I don't want you to lose form, because I've been teaching these sit and stands in these sessions, and I want you to have perfect form. We don't have to go down slow, but I want you to go down controlled to make sure your weight's in your heels. So practice a couple with me. Don't get too tired, because as you do them faster, I just want to make sure you have good form. And for someone, say my age, I want to aim for in my late 40s or your 50s, probably around 15 at least in that 30-second window. Shall we give it a go? So you can just do leg extensions. Doesn't matter if you even get 5 today. I want you to just use this as a little test. Are you ready, Mummy? You look ready, yep. So no weights, everyone. I'm going to start the timer and we're going to see how many, Mummy, you're going to keep track of yours. Shall I keep track of mine? We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. So come up and down. Keep track of your numbers. Ten seconds to go. Last one. Good. Give yourselves a clap. Did anyone do the sit and stand test? If you can, write your numbers in the comments. Or did anyone do over 15? 16. Good. Yay. Well done. That's amazing. So I know that's definitely over your target because I think 60 to 70-year-olds is 12 to 14 reps is the sort of goal. Did anyone else manage to do that? Let me know. Thumbs up if you're on Zoom, and on YouTube, let me know as well. It's a good test. Let's do some weighted ones while I explain why our leg strength is so important. So if you can, you're going to do either some sit and stands or some squats with a weight now. It's going to feel a little bit different because you've just done so many. So the squat is obviously without the chair. You can go lower, keeping your body upright, knees going out in line with your toes. You squeeze your glutes at the top. And like last week, good, Mummy, you're going nice and slow on the way down. Now our leg strength. Why are we doing these? Because leg strength is everything. They're our biggest muscles. This is what's going to help us get up and down, out of a chair, in and out of the car, in and out of the bed, on and off the toilet ourselves. If you can't stand, please, I'm just showing you the leg extensions. Don't ever give up hope because you want to keep your muscle mass strong. And that's what's going to keep you doing just whatever activities you want to be able to do independently yourself for as long as possible. Good, lovely. It's about leg strength. There's also a lot of work going on. Let's have a little shake out. I'm going to just turn my heating off because it's getting warm in here. Hope you guys are feeling warm. Are you nice and warm, Mummy? Yeah. So leg strength and brain health. They are saying one of the biggest indicators of your brain health is actually your leg strength. So little exercises like our sit and stands. Imagine if you could do those 3 times a day, say 10 sit and stands, every time you sit for a meal, every time you go to the toilet. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, is incorporate some squats. They could just be body weight squats, or as you progress, I want you to start lifting weights because that's what's going to build your muscle mass. This helps with your blood sugar levels, your insulin sensitivity. So for type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, we can actually help reverse all of that. With the more muscle you have, the more excess glucose and blood sugar those muscles are going to soak up. Let's do a final set of squats if we can. Mummy, you've already done about 5. Shall we do 5 more? But this time nice and slow. So coming down and squeezing up, but let's go slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. If you're doing leg extensions, do them nice and slow and controlled. Good. Slow down. Squeeze up. Breathe out as you squeeze those glutes up all the way down. These are using such important muscle groups. This is also going to help your bones, resistance training. If you can't do the impact, the strength training and bones and muscles work together. People don't realize that actually strength training is what your bones need as well. And we start losing our bone density after the age of 30, just like our muscle mass. So we've got our big king of lower body. We always get some sort of press up in these workouts for our upper body. It's a compound move. So mummy, do you want to go to the wall and do the press ups? You can have your feet further away, straight line from your head to your heel. Go towards a wall, go towards your kitchen counter. I love doing them against an elevated surface. It's a little bit more challenging. Or you could go to the floor. I don't always show these because I talk through them in my book. But if you are on all fours, you could do the box position and make sure whichever version you're in, your core is tight, your back is nice and straight. You bend the elbows and you breathe out as you push away. So you could do the floor version, you could do box, 3/4 progression, or the full. I'm going to try and get in my 10 to 12. Go for a little bit longer today if you can, but good form, stomach muscles tight. Think about those arms. We want to build strength in those arms. Really going to help us with everything we need to do in our day-to-day lives. Staying independent, future-proofing our bodies, building lean muscle mass. And sorry, the seated versions, most of you know, but if you're new, we do have a seated option. Pushing away on your thighs, you're still at least moving, but the more you contract those muscles by sending that mind to muscle connection, even here, I'm pushing. I'm using my weight, even though it's seated, bending and pushing. Nice straight line. Can you feel that? Can you bend and push? Yes, a little bit different. So bend the elbows out, mummy. So can the elbows come a little bit out? So you're actually pushing against your thighs and then straightening. So there is a seated option. You could be doing that on the sofa if you don't want to do full press ups. Roll out your wrists, everyone. How are you getting on with your press ups? Do feel free to add it in the YouTube comments because I love to hear if you've progressed your press ups or if you're doing them regularly. It's a really important exercise. We're going to add in our shoulder press, but we're going to also then go into a chest press. So let's start with shoulder press first. You could do this seated or standing, grabbing tin cans, plastic bottles, heavier weights because you want to progress gradually over time. But think about the weight you've been using, and we're going to slowly press up. Really nice and even, and slowly come back towards your ears. Breathing out. Try and keep your body nice and still so your back is not swinging, your stomach muscles are tight. We are lifting all the things we want to push up over our head, whether it's things on a shelf. Yep, you want to live independently. Whether it's traveling and putting your suitcase in that overhead container. Keep counting for me, mummy. If it's lifting your children or grandchildren up in the air, good. 7, but the shoulders, all these moves are going to help with strength for upper body. 8, good. Last 2, can you feel these last 2 or 3? Then you know you're lifting heavy enough. If you're not, I want you to think about playing this workout back, well done, and coming back to it. Roll out your shoulders, just ease out a few shoulder rolls. Lovely work. We're going to do our chest press. So you might want to change your weight. I think you'll be good with that. We're going to bring our elbows and arms up to a nice 90 degrees. Wrists are straight to protect your wrists. And then we come in with the elbows and we come out nice and straight. So try and bring those elbows back in this position. Squeeze in and out. Just do as many as you can. My weights are heavy, so I might not even get to the full 10. I want you to push yourself to where those last few repetitions you can still do with good form. Well done, mummy. Can you bring those elbows up? It's heavy, right? Let's change to a lighter weight if you can for the last few reps because your elbows were dropping. You want to have that 90 degrees. Good. And now come together and out. 3. Keep breathing. It's so important. 2 and 1. Now, well done. Do you feel that? Yes? I felt it too. Last upper body exercise. We're whizzing through stuff today, and it's already half an hour, but I want to get one more in. It's the bicep curl to help us carry, lift your shopping. Remember grip strength. Remember walking with weights is something I teach. Look back at the other workouts. Really good to do those with shopping bags, holding weights, walking around the house, up and down stairs. But let's imagine we are curling this weight towards your shoulders and releasing. These biceps are what's going to help you pick up things, lift things. Really important. And again, I want you to feel those last few repetitions. If this week it feels easy, play this workout back. Try and lift something a bit heavier so that you really push yourself. Yeah, that's what's going to stimulate your muscles. That's what's going to make them grow. How does this feel, mummy? You're doing well with your heavier weights, mummy. 3, lovely. 2, you could just use tin cans if you're beginners and build up slowly. Last 1 and relax. Super, super work. I'm going to give you one last exercise. Mummy, you get the choice. What exercise do you want to end with? A little blitz of, can you think of anything you want to do? Star jumps? She's easy going today. Star jumps? Boxing? Or should we just sprint on the spot for a sprint finish, seated or standing? I want you to lift your feet. I want you to maybe grab your weights like, oh, yes, very good. Change of plan. Last exercise. Let's do 20 of these because it's going to burn now. It's different to when we do our shoulder floss at the beginning. Grab a band, a pair of old tights, even a belt. Keep your shoulders nice and even. Try and push it today by using the resistance. Maybe hold your band tighter. If you can't do it with straight arms, remember you can bend. You don't have to go all the way back. You can just do what your body allows, as long as it's nice and symmetrical. Do it in front of a mirror. Can we hold a bit tighter? Can you really expand? Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful flossing on YouTube and Zoom that I can see some of my participants. Lovely. Is it burning yet, mummy? Yes. Yes, it is. Give me a nod. Can we push through last 2 if possible? This is the finish, the burning finish that mummy, you reminded me. Last 1 and relax. Super work. Today, give yourself a little high five by adding in some little high knees. You know, these are all the exercises I love doing, but I would love you to do the longer workouts. Ideally, if you can do 2 or 3 of these a week, that would be incredible. 35 minutes of exercise a week can even help reduce risks of things like dementia. There's studies. And obviously, the more we do, the better. 11 minutes of exercise snacks a day is what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. Even if you do 1 minute every hour or couple of minutes through the day, 11 minutes total would be amazing. And the line I'm going to use from your son, my husband, is 11 minutes. He said, remember 7-11. 7 days a week, 11 minutes. Do you like that line? That's Menel's contribution, my husband, to my talk tomorrow. Anyway, everyone, let's stretch quickly. I did read something about this stretch that we do every week, where we try and sit straight, have a leg straight, flex your toes. There's a study somewhere, I'm not sure how clinically proven it is, to do with your artery health. If you can reach your toes, which I always say aim for, but maybe you can't already, and you can keep practicing because your flexibility will improve. Don't worry if you can't. You place your hands on your shins or your thighs, but it was quite interesting to think that it's linked to your arterial health. Obviously, that could limit heart attacks, strokes, heart disease. So it's really amazing what's going on inside our bodies and how it shows if you can do simple stretches like this. Just relax into it. Let's do the other side. Practice that one. Sit for longer because obviously we only do a few seconds. But if you can stretch here and maybe use your band even, like I always remind you, you could use a band to help you get that flexibility, that suppleness. But right now we're doing it to reduce risk of injuries. We did do that sit and stand test. That's something new. So any new exercises, you want to make sure you lengthen out the muscles, reduce risk of injury. Stretching is an important skill though. So practice it day to day, maybe before bed. Let's hug one knee in, roll out the ankles. I've got a lot to do before I leave for Oxford. I'm going to be making 2 meals for my family so I can get away, quickly cook and get packing, lift my suitcases, prepare for my talk, get in the car. I'm sure you've got a long list of things that you want to do today, but enjoy this last few minutes and think about how amazing your body has been today. We're going to do a shoulder stretch. So just one arm in front, other hand above or below the elbow. Draw that in, look over that shoulder, relax them down. Take a deep breath. Well done for showing up. I try to get it under 30 minutes. It's coming up to 40 because you know I want to get so much in for you guys. But I hope you feel like you've had a really great, productive workout and something that you can come back to. Do you feel good, Mummy? Yes, and we'll just do our standing or seated feel good hug. It's a lovely one, like a cat cow. I'm going to be demonstrating this in Oxford as well. Open out, chin forwards, really stretch your back, really open out your chest. You're preventing that rounding of the spine that we see a lot with technology. And this time, round the back, C shape. Open out the vertebra. Give yourself a big hug. This is a little reward. Say well done to yourself. Let's do one more, taking a positive inhale. If you've got someone near you, a workout buddy like me, I'm giving you, Mummy, a hug. Otherwise, give yourself another lovely feel-good hug. And then we always have our feel-good finish. So we're going to take a nice big positive inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release any tension, negativity, stress. I hope you feel a little bit less stressed. I definitely do, less emotional than after my last ever school run. And I was in tears this morning saying goodbye to my youngest son as a mum to 3. Used to help me with the school runs with the older 2 when I was still working. It's quite emotional, but I feel so much better. So I thank you for lifting my mood. That's the power of exercise. Mummy, can you do one feel-good finish in Gujarati for us? Lovely. And one final feel-good finish. Take a positive inhale. This time, capture that positivity at the top. Bring it down to your amazing heart center. Have a moment of gratitude. Just say something amazing. Say thank you to your amazing bodies. Say something kind. Say something positive. Send someone some love if they need it in this world. Give yourselves a clap, and I will save this workout for you. Do make sure you've hit subscribe on my YouTube channel. If you'd like to join on Zoom, I have a free newsletter on my website, Feel Good with Lavina, that has all the details. And I do talk to my amazing Zoom community at the end now for a quick minute. Thank you, Mummy. Lots and lots of love, everyone. High five. Super work. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone on YouTube.